Hello City Life family, here I am with the travel update, although really it's more of a personal account of what God has been doing over the last year with me, and I hope it might encourage some people. I hope it might maybe explain where we find ourselves at this time if your journey is a little bit like mine at the moment. It was a year ago, in fact it was in September 2020, that God said to me that I didn't have to fear that he had taken his hand off my life. I was not to worry that I was emptying and feeling like a dried up stream, because his rain was coming afresh, and more is coming than I could ask for or imagine. He told me to be at peace and see what he will do. He also told me not to question or worry or try to understand. Neither was I to compare with others what is going on with them and in them. When I hear from God like that in free writing times, which is when I pray and ask him to speak over concerns or situations and then write without pausing, just going with his flow, and not overly thinking at all. And I stop when that flow happens so that I don't start messing with it myself. I've been encouraged by the words received, but I've also learned to underline the commands within what he says to me. Case in point, he's saying, don't fear, don't question, don't worry, don't try to understand, don't compare, and be at peace. Clearly, I've got to stop wittering and learn to trust him for my and our very best. Despite feelings of emptiness and having little inspiration to bring, despite not knowing exactly where I or we are going, God is about his business and not anxious about our journey at all. And he doesn't want you or I to be anxious either. Only trusting of him and obeying of any commands he gives us. 6 months or so later, in April 2021, God spoke to me through the tree in my front garden, which had been heavily pruned. The tree was stark and bare in the face of spring, and bulbs were sprouting beneath its branches, but it just looked truncated and all signs of life were gone. One branch had been amputated because of disease. Was now a stump. Every twig and leaf that offered camouflage and protection was gone. All was now exposed and bare, all beauty destroyed at the hands of the gardener. I asked why such a heavy hand, was such destruction necessary? It looked dead. To leave no external signs of life? The gardener offered his wisdom in reply. Now you cannot see purpose in the pruning, but wait and see what this tree will be. Roots are deepening, sap is rising, and in time she will be stronger, healthier, and more beautiful than ever before. She will be the vision I always had of her, one beyond what she could see, because I am the master gardener, and she, the one who trusts herself to me. A year on 6th of September, God said, I'm tilling the soil of your heart, turning it over, softening it again, removing surface weeds and stones, warming the soil, breathing fresh life and nutrients into it. Although it looks bare, I'm making it ready for replanting. Like the tree pruned of all visible life, diseased branches removed, healthy branches cut back hard, now flourishing with birds nesting in its branches within the thick canopy of new leaves. This is for the same purpose, new life created. Like the river emptied before a reflooding with fresh living waters, the pictures are one and the same. The process is one and the same. He said he was exposing weeds of unbelief and distraction and clearing ground. I'm pruning hard. I'm emptying out anything that's not of me and my kingdom. This is to bring kingdom life, an abundant life for many. Child, I know it's not comfortable. I know it churns the depths of you, turns you over, leaves a sense of barrenness and helplessness, but it is for fruitfulness, empowerment, and harvest. You must trust me. Don't question. Don't doubt me or yourself. Trust me to know what is best for you and my kingdom purposes. More commands. Don't question or doubt me or myself. Me, God, and myself, me. A year between the first word coming and this recent word, the process still continues to refine my heart and reignite it for Jesus unreservedly. God seems in no rush, and the emptying and pruning takes time, uncomfortable time, but it's never a waste of time. God has said he wants our hearts and his church back, his priesthood of all believers raised up, and you may find or feel in a similar position to me, maybe in the same process. If so, I encourage us to press into God, to call upon him and not give up, to hang on to him and one another, and to declare his promises through what feels like difficult or barren days. Let's not worry. Let's not try to understand everything, and let's not compare. Let's trust him together and see what he will do. I'm waiting and praying for his spirit wind. Psalm 104, 30 and 31 says, when you release your spirit wind, life is created, ready to replenish life upon the earth. May God's glorious splendour endure forever. May the Lord take joy and pleasure in all that he has made. So, spirit wind, I lift my face to feel your caress upon my cheeks. I long to receive your gentle kiss of peace. I incline my ear to hear your whisper on the breeze. Spirit wind, move afresh on me. Blow the cobwebs away where they've gathered in the corners of me, those shadowy places where the light needs to be. Blow away the dust and the dullness that's set in. Replenish the lustre and the joy in you within. Stir up the passion and the worship in me. Fill me with your presence where I'm feeling empty. Renew my vitality where I'm weary to the bone. Strengthen buckling knees, and I will run again. May your splendour be seen to dwell in me, and may I bring you joy, delight, and glory. Amen. Be blessed.